So I'm going to use these today. I'm going to use these MelodySusie. They are all-in-one acrylic and dip. So if you've got the system with the 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles, you can do it as dip powder or you can use it with monomer. So I'm going to do that. So I've got pink and white and a clear. Nice big jars these look, 56 grams. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to do it as voiceover. And I'm going to do a bit of marbling and a bit of sort of junk nails, putting bits and bobs in it, so you'll see as I go along anyway. So first thing to do is I'm just going to stick this tip on and blend in the top of it, take any little wings off that's sticking off, and then we're ready to go. So see you at the other end. Do you know, I've only just realised now it's come to editing it, what a quick start this video was. I mean, let's crack on. No intro. This is what we're going to end up with or anything. Let's just crack on. So, yeah. Get stuck in. I've done this on twice speed and I've cut out lots of repeat things. So, that's why I often start with the end of the set. It's just less editing. So I'm just getting this tip ready. I'm just going to take a little bit of shine off. You don't really need to that much with acrylic, but as you can see, I've moved on. I got the first two done, and another reason for that is I don't always know what I'm going to do actually until I get halfway through it. So I thought, yeah, I'll repeat the first two on these two, so I've not shown you that part of that video at all. So I'm just going to marble. So I'm using a fairly small brush. It's a number 8, I think, pointy one, just so I can get up round the cuticle with two different colours, the pink and the white. Just put a little bit at a time, and you want it a bit softer, I think, when you're doing marbling, just so you can swish it about a bit. So blend it as much as you like. But do it as you're going down. Especially if you've got a fairly fast setting monomer, you don't want to be putting the big blob on and you can't move it then. So little bits and lots of them. That's my way anyway. So all this nail's going to be like this, and then I'm just going to lift it slightly, putting a little bit of foil on. And to be honest, it could have been plain at the top, this, but it just shows you how you can do it if you're going to leave it as it is, because I end up sticking that many roses on, you can't see the top of the nail. But yeah, when you're happy, then encapsulate it with your clear. There we go. I need to build an apex so I can go up a little bit more at the top. That'll stick into the wet acrylic. So I'll just put a tiny little thin layer of quite wet clear on top just to stick this foil on. I must admit, I've been enjoying playing with acrylic this last couple of days. Weather's been a bit finer, so I can have my window open. I don't like doing it if I can't have my window open. That's that, and now I'll just cap that. So I've swapped onto my number 10 brush, Kolinsky brush. I've had this brush a heck of a long time. I got it from Amazon, I think. And it's a CAD, K-A-D. But I've got used to it. You get used to your things, don't you? That's it. Now, I'm no expert. I've said it before. I've not been trained in it. It's just learning as I go along, watching lots of videos, faffing, practising. And the nice thing is that you can always file it. So if it's too lumpy bumpy, don't panic too much. Better to have too much than too little. I mean, obviously, the more accurate and the smoother I can get it to start off with, then there's less filing to do. But I don't panic anymore. At one time I would have been doing stuff that was a bit thick here, or it's not right shape there, or whatever, and panic about it. But no, you can add a bit more or take a bit off, and I'm quite happy with the end result. So I'm just putting a little bit of a wet layer of clear on the bottom, and I'm going to pick some bits up. Now I did a bit of faffing with this because I realised that my brush would pick up, I've got bits of mylar and I've got bits of shell, and then I was trying to pick up the beads with it and it was a bit of a faff. So yeah. Look, some don't pick up. I'm pretty sure I'm sticking them to the bottom. So at some points I pick these up with the brush, and at other points I use the sort of wax tool. But put in as much or as little stuff as you want. Glitter, mylar, I love mylar. I love the effect of it. So we've got the subtle pink from the shell, and then the brighter, more vibrant mylar shards. So I'm putting some little white pearls, gold caviar beads, quite chunky caviar beads they are. See, I've moved on to this tool now to pick them up a little bit better. And then if you want depth, you can put on a bit more of clear acrylic and then put a few more bits in, so you've got quite a bit of depth to it then. And I'm not going all the way up because I'm going to do the marbling at the top like I have done on that pinky. Bit of foil. And you could do these nails exactly with builder gel or polygels if you wanted. It's easier to marble, I think, with builder gels than polygel. If you mix too much, you end up mixing all in together. But yeah, it'd be great to blend it with builder gel. So same again there. I realised after I probably would have preferred, because it's not a semi-sheer pink, it might have been better to do the marbling first and then do the clear and bring some of the bits up over the marble rather than the other way around, but we'll learn as we go. Do you know, it felt like a spring day today. It was lovely, sun was shining. And it made me think I must get myself some daffies, some daffodils to have in there. I love daffodils and tulips, I love all spring flowers. I can't wait to get out in the garden. Summer season's not very long in England, but I do love it when it comes. Well, apart from when it gets too hot, then we complain about that. I'm always too cold or too hot, but yeah, looking forward to it. And I'm afraid you'll be getting lots of flowery nails off me because I just absolutely love them. So I'm just capping this all again, lifting that apex at the same time and making sure I've got plenty to file at the bottom because I don't want to go through to the bits and bobs. So I've put my fan on. I'm very naughty because sometimes I start to file without a fan on, and I really should. So I've got a mask on as well, which is another reason for doing voiceover. I like to have a mask on when I'm using monomer and filing. So I've got my metal file. Somebody asked me where I got this from. I actually got mine from Neo, I think. I'm pretty sure you can buy them on Shein or Temu or something now. But I got mine from Neo. And I love it for doing straight edges. So now I'm just going to smooth again with my E-file. So I'm going up and around the cuticle area, but please note, if you're going to go up and around there, only use a diamond bit or a sanding band. It's just that I'm on Eve, so I can pull the nail down a little bit and carry on with my metal file, but do use a, if it's a metal one, use a diamond bit. Nothing too strong up around the cuticle. In fact, you can just go around that with your hand file and a spongy one if you want. And then we're going to move on to sticking some flowers on. So I'm just getting all my little bits and bobs ready that I want to put on. So I'll have a few pearls, a couple of gems, caviar, and I've picked out, can you see on the left, I've just picked out a few of the roses I want to stick with the pink. Now if you've not already seen it, there is a video showing how I made these roses. So I'll tag it at the end, so you can find that if you want to go and have a look how I made them. So I made those with acrylic. And I'm just going to show you in a minute that if you do make them my way with a cocktail stick, then they can be a little bit deeper. But what you can do is you can use your e-file or a normal file and just file them down. So I'm just making a bit of a, how can I say it, like the natural nail shape underneath with my e-file, just so it sits a bit flatter on the nail. Now you can also stick these roses and all your bits and bobs on with whatever you want. If you want to use gel, that's actually probably easier because it's not going anywhere. You've got plenty of time to faff, whereas with the acrylic, it was drying so fast today, I was having to keep putting a little bit more on. So there, that's the main one in place. And then I'm just going to put some little beads, caviar beads and little rhinestones. And I've picked out a couple of the green leaves I made as well in that video. And now I was really happy with my roses. I don't know if you saw the video. I was really happy with them because I've not done many. And then I saw a lady on TikTok. Is it arena.com? Arena Nails, I think it was. If I can find it, I'll put a description in the bottom. If you want to see super duper fantastic, never seen anything like it, roses, have a look at her on Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I'll put a link below. Oh, I was like, oh, I need more practice. Oh dear. You don't get perfect at everything first time, do you? Well, you're very lucky if you do, but yeah. I'm quite happy with these, but they're on another level. So it definitely inspired me to have another go. She does like shaded petals and all sorts. And I think you can pay for a course. She does a course that you can pay for. But yeah, I'm just adding a few more bits and bobs. And I'll spare you doing the next nail. I'll just pop those things on off camera. You see my acrylics dried there before I managed to pick my leaf up. There we go, we're in. So on the video I show you doing roses either on paper or on a cocktail stick, and the reason for doing them off the nail is that if you wanted them on your right hand or your dominant hand as well as your non-dominant hand, you can stick them on after, whereas trying to build a rose with my left hand would be ever so difficult for me. And just popping a little rosebud in. Just as a little footnote, just a thought, if you decide you want to do something like this for your wedding nails, don't put the big roses on your ring finger. You ain't going to get your ring on. And that would be a real catastrophe. So just going in with some top coat, I'm going to go around the gems, I'm going to go over the pearls and the caviar beads. Now there's no music in the video because I've stopped paying for the music subscription. I used to use Epidemic Sound, which I think is fantastic. However, they've put the price up, and I had 2 channels at the time, and it's gone up quite a bit to pay so you won't be getting any music anymore, I'm afraid. Sorry if you enjoyed it. I know a few of you don't like music on videos, but I thought I just can't afford to keep paying for it, so you stuck with me waffling. So here they are. I hope you enjoyed me doing something a little bit different today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you've enjoyed the video, and then press the bell and come back for more videos. You can let me know in the comments if there's anything you particularly would like to see me do, and I'll do my best. I'll have a go. Take care. Love you loads. Bye.